good side, so you're good right
Thoughts on playing away from home on Christmas Day, or being away on Christmas Day?
now. It sucks. No other way to describe it. It sucks. But at the same time, Christmas is about being around family, people that care for you, the spirit of giving, and that doesn't describe our team any better than that. So, yeah, you're away from your family and you're not at home like you used to be, but you are experiencing something new and special that you're going to cherish.
Playing in that AT&T Stadium, I mean, that's one of those stadiums that everybody kind of wants to play in. What are your thoughts on it?
That's special, man. Playing in Dallas, that's a dream, and it's not something you get to do every day or every year. So it's a rare opportunity that we're gonna, take advantage of.
Is there any reflection in your mind? You've played in Sugar Bowl, now Cotton Bowl, at the Fiesta Bowl site. What that's been like playing in all these different bowl games, national championship.
Yeah, man, it's an experience. Like you don't really appreciate it as much as when you're there, but afterwards you're like, wow, this is a really special thing that not everybody in the world does. Like probably 5% actually get to experience something like that. So those experiences go a long way.
And the teams you're playing, Notre
Exactly.
Dame, Ohio State, Alabama. Does that kind of hit you a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, at the time, it's just another opponent, but after you look at it, you're like, wow, stories you can tell your friends, your kids, there's a lot of talking pieces for down the road, like, hey, I played Notre Dame in Dallas, AT&T Stadium. Like, that's something that's big that you can carry with you for the rest of your life.
With these opponents that you're playing, these games that you're at, is that why you come to a place like Clemson? Is that one of the reasons that you chose it, because you thought you had the opportunity to play in games like that?
Yeah. Oh, every time I considered a school in recruiting, I wanted to see what team could would allow me to play at the highest level, the highest caliber players, because I always just felt like I was one of the top tier people in the top tier players in the country. I wanted to test my talents against the other top players in the country, and I feel like Clemson gave me an opportunity to do that.
Speaking of top players, just talked to Gage and Sean. They're both coming back next year. What is this offensive line going to look like?
Dominant. It's just going to look dominant. Experience, a really vetted group that knows how to get down, knows how to work, and knows how to put this team on our back and really charge forward.
So you mean you're coming back too?
Yeah. That was a hidden question there, but you got me. Yeah, I'm coming back.
You've already set the record for touchdowns with what you hope are 2 games left, and yet all the skill guys are back except for Hunter and Travion. Mitch and Fauci are gone, but really this entire offense comes back intact. What's it going to be like?
It's going to be scary for other teams. Really, it's going to be something that's going to really shock the world, because once you get in a team that's found its groove, part of the problem is the mental battle. Can we do it? And once we got over that hump, can we do it? See how far we can take it. And once we really find that roof, or we might not find it next year, it's going to be a scary thing for other teams.
Yeah, 50 points, over 550 yards a game ever since Trevor became your starting quarterback.
Yeah.
How do you get better from that?
Keep working. There's a lot of mistakes. If you watch that game film, we didn't do everything the way we should have. We definitely missed some hits. We definitely had a lot of miscues. So really, you're never going to play a perfect game ever. But if you do clean up the mistakes, there's no telling where you could be.
Going back to that Trevor and Kelly deal, how difficult was that week, now that you look back on it? How difficult was it, and how did the coaches handle it?
It was pretty difficult. I mean, that's a guy that took you to the playoffs.
Sure.
Took you to a top caliber team. But at the same time, you have to understand that you got to do what's best for the team. And we've never scored like this with Kelly, and that's because Trevor is a different kind of quarterback. So looking back on it, was a tough decision. But if it's the decision that put the team over one person, then that's what we're going to have to do. And that's not personal. That's just a business decision.
What is Trevor like out on the field in the huddle?
Oh, he's a sweetheart, man. He's a field general with a kid's heart, man. He's a lot of filled with a lot of joy. He smiles and laughs. He sometimes fixes my shoulder pad when I get off the ground from digging somebody in the ground, and that's really the kind of guy that he is. It's a microcosm of the person he is, and that's I'm grateful to have my quarterback.
You played with Deshaun.
Yeah.
Obviously a great guy, great quarterback.
Absolutely.
How the two differ, and how are they similar?
I guess they're similar to the way they lead, a lot more by example. Deshaun, just gives off this energy that just kind of emulates and just gets contagious to everyone else. When he says, let's go, we're going to play, I'm going downhill, who's coming with me? It's more of a let's follow him type leadership. Trevor is that same way, but he's different. He's a little more vocal because sometimes he needs to talk himself through it. And once he starts talking to us, we start getting on the same page. So it's not the energy that we feel off; it's the kind of accuracy, the tacticalness that we feed off of. And when Trevor gets going, that that hey, if I give this guy time, he's gonna make a play, and that's what you hope, and that's what you depend on.
People see him and they think he's probably not athletic. Is he more athletic than people think?
They're crazy. They don't listen to those people. I remember one time seeing Trevor scramble to the left, and I fell into a test. Like, oh crap, here he goes. It's Syracuse all over again. But he hit that sideline and he was gone. I had to start speeding up a little bit. I was like, okay, I might not catch him. And he's really deceitfully athletic because he's 6'7". He's long. He's like a stallion. But once you get him going, it's hard to stop him.
Is there one throw in practice or in a game that you look back on and you go, man, I hadn't seen many guys be able to do that?
Not specifically, because once you see one of them, you're just like, well, this is the regular. And that's what you kind of come to expect from Trevor. He just does it. It's like really amazing throws he just makes routinely.
You know it's not regular though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I go other places. I see other people, I'm like, ugh, that's bad. But now I see Trevor, and I'm just like, I think we're a little spoiled here.